Welcome to the channel. My name is Matthias. Today we're going to talk about the Incredible Hulk, and I'm going to give you guys my personal ranking of my top 5 favorite Hulk villains slash adversaries. Now, this is very much a work in progress because even though I went through my complete collection of Hulk compilations, I have two compilations from the Peter David era, the Professor Hulk era, that I have not finished, so I haven't been able to tally those. And in the case of Hulk, I still have a ton of individual issues, floppies for the whole Red Hulk saga. Like, I have a bunch of those. So I'm super sure that further down the line, when I redo this video, the ranking is going to totally change. But in general, I did go through 81 issues with the Jade Giant. Now, before we get into the ranking, I do want to mention the Marvel trading cards from Marvel Series 1 of the Hulk. Because back then, I was so confused that we had two Hulk trading cards, one green, one gray. It took me a while to understand that we're not dealing with two separate Hulks, that they are both the same character. Now, for the Gray Hulk, he has 183 wins, 64 losses, 6 ties. I find it super interesting that they put the leader first as his arch nemesis on this card, while on the Green Hulk's card, they put Thunderbolt Ross. Now, for the Green Hulk, he has 409 wins, 213 losses, and 62 ties. Now, I also have to say that the art that we have on the Gray Hulk's card, it's fantastic. I love the style. And the shitty thing about these Marvel trading cards from back then, they would never credit the artist, so I'm pretty sure it's Art Adams. So let's get into the ranking. And at number 5, we actually have Absorbing Man. And yeah, I totally understand he's not considered to be a Hulk villain per se, but the conflict and the whole situation that we had with Absorbing Man during the Immortal Hulk run was fantastic. Some pretty gruesome things happened to Absorbing Man during that era of Hulk. And also, I remember Absorbing Man having a run in with Mr. Fix-It. So I only have 3 battles between Hulk and Absorbing Man. Hulk has won twice, lost once. And again, things are going to change the next time around when I get back to the Hulk with these rankings. I'm probably going to have a top 10 then. Now, at number 4, we have The Thing, where we have 4 battles between both characters, 2 wins and 2 losses. It's one of my all-time favorite pairings of heroes that have to battle it out. And Thing and Hulk have a pretty complex relationship and how they interact. And with the Thing, you have this underdog type of situation because obviously he's not as strong as the Hulk. So let's leave the Thing behind and go to number 3, where we have the Leader, who I do consider to be Hulk's greatest arch nemesis. He's up there with Thunderbolt Ross. Now, between both characters, we have had 5 battles, 2 wins for the Hulk, and 3 losses for the Jade Giant. Now, the interesting thing with the Leader is that as a villain, he's been able to outmaneuver the Hulk on many occasions and trick him into doing whatever the Leader wants him to do. And the Leader has done some really terrible stuff. Like, the first thing that comes to mind is the time that he blew up that gamma bomb in that town to create more gamma people. And since the Hulk failed to stop him, what he did, he just left for Las Vegas and became Mr. Fix-It. Now, I've not tallied this particular story into these stats, but we have that classic story where the Leader had created this utopic society and Hydra attacks this place. And on top of that, we have the Hulk attacking, and the Hulk does something really terrible to the Leader that leads to his death. Those particular panels when the Hulk uses the Leader as a human shield and just he turns into Swiss cheese is just priceless. I must note that he was being shot at by a zombie Thunderbolt Ross in a Redeemer armor. So let's leave the Leader behind and go to number 2, where we have Doc Samson. Now, with Samson, the thing is basically he's a punching bag for the Hulk. Like, he's an ally of his. But every time the Hulk freaks out and starts leveling a town, Samson jumps in, tries to stop him. He fails miserably. Now, up until now in my collection, I've had 6 battles between Samson and Hulk, 5 wins for Hulk, 1 loss. I guess things over the years got so bad for Samson that he broke bad and he joined the leader's intelligentsia and he tried to take over the world with him. And then he died. He came back to life as a good guy again. But the thing is, Samson never gets a break. Now, let's go to number 1, where we have the Avengers. Here we have 7 battles with the Hulk. So we have 2 wins for Hulk, 4 losses, 1 time. And again, here we have a situation that if I see it on a cover, I'm going to get that issue. The Hulk is always a handful for the Avengers, and Hulk has battled the East Coast Avengers, the West Coast Avengers, the Secret Avengers. So we're going to leave this video here. Let's see what happens the next time I come back around with the Hulk, if we get more classic Hulk characters in this ranking, like Thunderbolt Ross, the UFOs. So, see you guys next time. Bye.